Hey guys, it's Brad from B&T Catfishing Adventures. America is a land of opportunity, especially for entrepreneurs. So, if you have a love of fishing, I'm going to give you 5 ways potentially where you could make money part-time or full-time doing what you love. Stay tuned. Well, the number one way most people think about making money when they think about the fishing industry is through tournament fishing. And tournament fishing is a great way to make money if you're really, really good at it and possibly have the backing to travel around from place to place to fish all these tournaments. Bass tournaments, crappie tournaments, catfishing tournaments, and of course the marlin tournaments, which are the biggest paying tournaments in the country, are obviously ways people can definitely get out there and make money. However, there is a huge cost in tournament fishing, so your startup cost is extremely high. But it is a way to make money, especially if you want to start out in the local area tournaments and maybe work your way up to the bigger events, adding more and more equipment as you go. That's a possibility of a good way to make some money fishing. Number 2.
Bait and tackle shop makes tons of money every year, but they need equipment to fill those shops. It's not just rods, reels, lines, and hooks. They need thousands of different types of accessories in their store. So if you have an idea and the ability to make something, you may have found your niche. Number 3 is a great way to make some extra money if you're good with your hands. Repairing boats and trailers and giving them a second life not only gives you a sense of pride in restoring them, but is definitely a great way to making some extra cash.
Well, here's an original thought. How about becoming a YouTube fisherman? Starting your own YouTube fishing channel. That's right. If you're not only good and have experience and education in fishing that you're willing to share and are good at editing and coming up with creative ideas for new shows, as well as being able to catch fish, then a YouTube channel may be for you. Now, it's not that simple as it sounds of just going out fishing and catching and so on and so forth. Fishing becomes a lot more difficult when you're trying to record a show as well and make it entertaining. Again, you have to then edit that show and so on. So you have to have a program where you can edit. You have to have cameras, whether you're using your phone or GoPro cameras or so on, something of that nature. You've got to be able to do that. And you've got to, again, meet all the standards that YouTube requires. Generally, this takes about 1 to 4 years to put out enough content and it to be of quality enough that enough people have viewed it and to meet the standards of YouTube before you can start making some money. Even once you meet a lot of those standards, you then have to sign agreements with them as well as meeting some of their other qualifications. Even if you're willing to do all that, that doesn't mean that YouTube will accept you and your channel to start making money. Hey guys, number 5, if you have a gift of gab, maybe some charisma, some education, experience, and credibility, well, then the next thing you could do is be a public speaker. That's right, going to boat shows, fishing conventions, talking to people at high schools or middle schools, or possibly going into church and talking to youth groups about fishing and sharing your experience and knowledge with them. These are ways that you could possibly earn some extra cash through your love of the sport of fishing while helping to educate others. Well, there you go, folks. There's just 5 of thousands of different ways which you could make money in the fishing industry. Hopefully this helped you, and maybe one of these things is something you want to take on yourself, or the wheels are starting to turn and you may come up with the next great idea that's going to be beneficial to all of us fishermen out there. Hope you enjoyed this episode, folks. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll catch you soon out on the water.